this here was my first nice watch. And I know that by today's standards and our watch collecting with Omegas, Rolex, Tudors, and whatever, this is not a nice watch. But at the time, I was walking through the mall and I saw this Hugo Boss watch. I liked the dial. I liked this dark blue color on it. And it was $650. And I thought, my God, that's so much money for a watch. Like, who buys these watches? Who are the rich people buying these watches? Because we all have phones, we have stuff like that to tell us time. Who needs a watch? And so I went ahead and bought it anyway. At the time, like I said, $650 was a crazy amount of money for me to spend on a wristwatch. Looking back now, you know, this is very cheap compared to what we are spending on these watches we wear today. But in any case, this is kind of the one that started it. I started wearing a watch every single day when I got this Hugo Boss. And I know today, you know, oh, it's a quartz watch, it's a Hugo Boss, don't buy that, it's probably made in China. Yes, I get that. I understand. But we all go through a journey. And I'm just curious, what is the watch that you bought that got you started into this hobby of ours, this crazy expensive, almost pointless hobby of ours? This was it for me. This got me used to wearing a watch every single day. And after that, I started researching. I started looking at other watches. You know, you come across brands like, thank God I never bought an Invicta watch, but you come across all these kinds of brands. And then you start digging into, you know, I started digging into Seikos, Citizens. Then I came across Omega videos, came across a lot of the YouTubers that would just talk about Omega, Rolex, Tudor, AP, Patek, stuff like that. And I started thinking, well, how much can I save money to buy an Omega, a Seamaster? And I started doing that. And then after that, it was give me a Rolex, give me a Tudor. And we just went down this rabbit hole of buying watches. And next thing you know, you're $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in for a few watches. When back in the day, when I was buying this watch, it would have been such a crazy thought to go, yeah, I can spend, or I'm going to spend $10,000 on a wristwatch. But like anything else, once you get into it, you grow, you learn, and the addiction takes over. And this wristwatch stuff is definitely an addiction of some kind.